Good morning everyone and welcome back to our Portuguese homestead. This week we continue in the garden. Will it ever be finished? I don't know. I think we're almost at the point where we only have to do watering and stuff like that. Everything's planted. Almost everything is trellised. And we're kind of getting to the point that the plants are big enough so that we can use the channels. So in this video you'll see that and some other stuff. So welcome.
Een film wat zo?
Ga jij even filmen?
Zo. Hier ook? Wat?
Je moet hem even omdraaien. Je houdt hem op de kop.
Zo op.
Ja.
Papa. Bloemfilm. Die film maken.
Heel goed.
Daar.
Zo, dat ziet er ook alweer goed uit. Nee, je moet zorgen dat jij de alfa wordt.
This is the latest addition to our bottom field. We got some extra chickens. A friend of ours was getting rid of his, so we got 4 extra chickens. But because they were taking a little bit too much advantage of their freedom, they were getting into the kitchen and things, we decided it was time to make a fence so that we can at least have a little bit of control over them. And they seem happy for now. It was a little bit of a challenge to actually keep them in here though, because they're so used to their freedom. So for the 4 original chickens we had to clip their wings because they were very good at flying. The new 4 are, thank you Hank, are quite docile, so that's for us that's good. And so we put up the whole fence, and over the weak point we had to put some barbed wire as well. And because this is grass, there were still some holes. So we are in the process of putting rocks with all the holes and making it into a proper chicken fort. But for now they're happy. They have this broom to be under. As well as the brambles here, they give a lot of protection from predators, as well as a nice shady spot. And so now we give them a little bit more from our compost, a little bit extra feed, and then in a week or 2 we'll try to open the door in the afternoon so they can still free range a little bit more. But this way we don't have them in the kitchen constantly, which was very, very annoying. Good morning, we're back in the garden, of course, as always. We decided to do a garden morning, just get a couple things done that are kind of hard to do by myself. Martin is finishing up the paths with the wood chips. I think we will have enough. We returned to chipper because it was just too hot to really do much more than chip for what we needed. And then we're gonna build some things for the cucumbers to climb up on. They're growing pretty well, so they need some space to go, as well as for some long beans that we have and just some other couple random things that we need to do. So let's get started. So I'm not finished yet, but it's getting too hot in the sun, so we'll have to continue in the evening. Let me just show you what I did. So these are string beans that like to climb, but we failed to build something before now. So I need to do more string on the top here, of course, as well as on the other side. That's for another time.
Bye.
Pas wel. Haha.
Nee, wil je niet.
Maar hij doet achteraf op elkaar. So as our watering system this year, we're not doing drip irrigation, we're not doing hand watering. We want to use a more traditional way. This is done all over the world and also here in Portugal. And as you saw, we used the channels and we had put straw over them so that there wouldn't grow any grass in there. And this week Martin took the straw off. We're using the clay soil in our advantage, but they still kind of need to harden a little bit. The idea is that you only put water from the beginning and it just flows down and then kind of slowly seeps in. But because it's still kind of fluffy soil, which is good, we have to go and do it from a couple different places. But I think that will only be a few times that we'll have to do that and kind of walk into the trench so that it compacts more. Last year we tried it in one of our beds and it worked really well for us. So now we're doing it with all the beds. So far we've started using it for the tomatoes and the peppers aubergine bed, and I'm really happy about it. I think it will work well. It hasn't been that long since we planted the tomatoes, but they're doing really well. They're growing well now that it's warmer. They're setting flowers. It's not too hot for them that they will stop doing flowers. And something very exciting, yesterday in the evening I noticed the first tiny tomatoes. So as you can see, the plants are looking good, healthy, big. Got lots of flowers going on. And let me walk you to this one. I planted a combination of bigger tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. I'm hoping these are the cherry tomatoes, so they should be done a little bit earlier and give throughout the whole season. So it's exciting. Our well is looking good so far. It's still almost full and we have been pumping from it, but we try to be very conscientious about our water usage in the summer, because for now this is our main water source, and while it's deep, it's not never ending. That's it from us this week, and I hope to see you next week.